Ladies and gentlemen, it is I ancient dial 5051. I don't watch that much television, but when I do, especially during this time of the year/season, I always manage to have my eyes and ears raped by this one commercial starring Beyonce, Knowles and the other hags from Destiny's Child. Today, we will be discussing said commercial whilst viewing the TV spot in its entirety. It is possibly the worst 61 seconds that I endure once every few days. Here is how it begins. As you can see, the whole family is gathered in the living room and they are about to have what we in our family call a greed fest. We say this mostly because of the expense and that the only category of merchandise everyone in that room receives happens to be electronic devices. Electronic devices, electronic devices, electronic devices. This is done to fuel a surge of sales in these retail stores during this time of year, this Christmas/Hanukkah/Kwanzaa/Yule/whatever goddamn holiday you celebrate. In December. It just goes to show how commercial this holiday has become. And why, in the name of fuck, would I want to see Beyonce and her family rubbing their half-assedly earned affluence in the public's face? Honestly, she's not that great of a singer. She sucks balls, and whenever I hear her voice chiming from the intercom of a retail or department store, I always feel like falling asleep, because her voice and the backing music is so unadulteratedly boring. The only song that I can name, if someone were to ask me to name one of her songs, would be the one called Crazy. Because it was played so many times in the radio during school bus rides and in that one Pepsi commercial. Pepsi sucks. It's trash. Now let's dissect.
We got a whole lot of gifts, so I guess I better get started.
Yes. That's a whole lot of gifts that probably cost a fraction of their earnings. If they are so rich, wouldn't they be buying this shit every other day of the year, at their own accord?
Welcome home. Good to be home.
It's been a long year, and a lot has happened, but the time is here.
Look at that stereo system behind her. It's not even wrapped and it looks like it's close to $2,000, or probably more.
See, I'm headed home, and I'm so excited.
Don't you need to install that camcorder before you begin using it? I'm pretty sure those need to have their batteries charged first before being put to use. The whole family in that room would be waiting at least 45 minutes before she'd begin waving that thing in everybody's face, like Lakitu. Also, a laptop is not a gift to be receiving, if I were any of them. A smart user would care to know the specs of the device before putting it to use. Did they ask her how much RAM, how much storage space, what CPU engine, what graphics processor they would need? If they are in my family, they better ask first.
It's where I belong. I can already see Mama's Christmas tree, surrounded by our family. Presents everywhere and we're so happy.
Presents everywhere and you're too happy. You prance around on a stage singing overproduced, producer wankery pop R&B, while people are homeless and shit for reasons that would make you concede your career on the spot, if you'd give 5 minutes of your time to hear the story of someone who's not just some fan of yours. Oh, also, that wrapping paper has no character to it. It's shiny, but that's about it. They should look at some of the wrapping paper designs they have at Home Goods. Don't shake that thing, stupid. That hip movement of the one in the end is so overblown for a familial setting. There's just something about them rolling in a DVD at this point in the gift-giving ritual that's just so redundant and lacking of awareness of their own existential and character genericism. Wow. A big screen DVD. We definitely didn't expect that. The same thing goes for the DVD, as with the laptop. That DVD is obviously meant for the house living room. That's the main DVD in each household. How do you know if the DVD is going to fit or not, or if the screen resolution is shitty or not? Let's keep in mind, these gifts are supposed to be coming from Walmart, Target's hillbilly sister. You live with Beyonce, or are a family member of hers. How would you not expect something like getting a plasma television?
Just to see my little nephew smile. The gifts that we bring only last a while.
And she still has that fucking camcorder. Does she even play video games? She can't even hold the box right. What games would she even play? God of War? Silent Hill? Ape Escape? Castlevania? Power Stone Collection? I don't believe that PSP will be put to good use. She'll probably play some shovelware games for a few months, and then probably lose it on some tour bus. Stop dancing.
Just get mine. I'm coming home for the holidays.
My god, that's a lot of merchandise.
The smiles, I think the love on my family, and I'll be home. I'm coming home for the holidays.
And it's all from Walmart. That disgusting, trash store, made to kill people and businesses like Evolution Compost with its tycoonism monopoly business strategy. I did some calculations that included at least every present I saw them receive, making an educated guess as to what they amounted to in this commercial, and it all came in at $11,000. Just for what they received on screen. Now that the public sees this, they are going to expect that the same kind of gift spending is going to be imparted into them, expecting the holidays to be their chance at striking rich off their family members. This ad must be why those Black Friday shoppers are so pushy and violent in the store, because they are pressured by ads like this. They must all be Beyonce fans. All in all, commercials like this are a disgrace to the Christmas season, and make our country look worse than it already does these days. I recommend nobody shops at Walmart, and do not spend so much money during the holidays on electronic merchandise. Beyonce sucks. This commercial is an abject display of greed. End of story.